This man next to me is Simon Barnes, who's in charge of the entire Rapide project and other DB9 related projects, and so what he doesn't know about the car isn't worth knowing. So Simon, here we are, 48.5 degrees outside. The car's been standing in the car park for an hour and a half. Why is that?
Well, we follow a standard test regime. We went for a long drive in the morning. We come back, we park the car up for an hour and a half in the car park to let the heat from the engine soak through the car, let the sunlight come through the windscreen and the side windows, and then get back in the car and switch the aircon on full to really test and see how well it can cool the car down. And within minutes of getting back in the car, we're now comfortable. We turn the fans down, and you're not feeling the extreme temperature outside. No,
it seems remarkable to me that it can cool the car so quickly. But you've got some sort of coating on the glass, haven't you, to keep the heat out of it?
That's correct. Yeah, we've got an infrared interlayer in both the front screen and the tailgate glass, and we've got a similar interlayer in the side glass as well. The side glass is also laminated, so we're really trying to benefit the people inside the cabin and make it as comfortable as possible.
Simon, this is a four-door car, one of the first Aston Martin four-door car for a hell of a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But you were saying earlier that this car has got to behave just like a sports car. Can you expand on that a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we need to do with this car is make it feel and drive like a DB9 without compromise. People buying this car shouldn't feel compromised, both from a dynamics point of view and driving point of view, because they've got an extra 2 seats in the back of the car.
And this has got DB9 power and torque, and it's got what amounts to a DB9 gearbox. The suspension's related to a DB9.
Yeah, it's got a DB9 engine, it's got a DB9 gearbox, it's got a DBS Auto diff in it, and the suspension visibly looks the same as a DB9. It's been beefed up slightly because of the extra weight of the car, so there's no reason why it can't perform exactly the same as a DB9, and no compromise car for the customer.
And I gather it's only about 100 kilograms heavier than the DB9, even though it has all this extra accommodation, and it's about 30 centimetres longer.
That's correct, yeah. It's been a challenge trying to keep the weight down, but we managed it, and we targeted no more than 100 kilos over DB9, and that's key to maintaining the levels of performance that we get from DB9.
And it is quite a light car for the size, isn't it? 5 metres long. And what were you saying, 1850 or something like that?
1950 kilos
1950
per weight.
There are plenty of cars of this size that go even 300 and 400 kilograms heavier, aren't there? So it must make a difference to both your performance and your fuel economy.
Absolutely, and yeah, fuel economy being one of the key factors, and also range. We improve the fuel economy, we improve the fuel tank size, and we give the customer a greater range of driving as well.
So here I am in the business end of this car. The rear seat is obviously the reason the car was built, although, as I said before, the idea is to deliver not a saloon car, not a sedate car, but something which is a four-door coupe, a four-door supercar, if you like. I wouldn't pretend that this is roomy for a bloke like me. I think you can see that probably. But I'll tell you what, I've got enough headroom. I've got a nice snug seat, which is nicely shaped. I'm bounded. I sit in this kind of tub, which is very good at locating me. I've got two extremely comfortable air conditioning outlets looking at me, and in the space of a few minutes it cooled me down perfectly. And best of all, I sit a little higher than the guys in front, so I can see straight down the road, which I find very important when I'm travelling in the rear of a car. So I think it's pretty good.